Van Dam. Great Rob Van Dam, RVD for sure. What's happening, brother?
Hey man, I see you guys at conventions and stuff.
That's right. We're everywhere, brother.
This is my first time actually at one of these, a conference, and also, you know, I'm a big supporter of MPP. Right. Normal, I'm very much aware of, but they're not somebody that I usually put a lot of my energy into. Good convention. Some of the people extremely boring. Some of the other people very interesting.
Well, your panel was very interesting because it talked about the relationship between being an elite athlete and being a cannabis user, and we saw several elite athletes up there who are all testified.
I know, exactly. Yeah. We need more RVD, right?
We need more RVD, and we need
That's
more,
what I thought too.
And more medical use for marijuana. Don't you think?
We could have learned a lot more if RVD could have talked more. That's, you know, I always have a lot to say, you know.
That is true. That is true. So the MPP project, how did you become involved with that? You're on the advisory board, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was through Rob Campia. I'm not exactly sure when I first learned about them, but you know, they're the ones that are really getting things done. I mean, they're the ones that are making laws change, and you know, they've been doing it since the beginning, and pretty soon we're going to be celebrating 15 states in 15 years. That's fucking phenomenal. That's like a big party in January. Rob Campia, friend of mine, through you know, these interests. I don't actually remember when I met him at first.
I see. Yeah, and speaking of Ohio, where you got busted, is now decriminalized to 100 grams. How about that?
Wow, that might have
saved your ass, huh?
Yeah, because people think that I was driving a smoke, and I wasn't. It was possession. It was in the center console, but it reeked pretty bad.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah. Now, how much was that? That wasn't very much.
No, I think 18 grams. I remember because the next day at the wrestling show, all the fans were chanting marijuana, and then the other half would go 18 grams, marijuana, 18 grams. That was Philadelphia when I had to surrender my title to Big Show and say, okay, bye. You know what, though? I was so burnt out and tired that at the end of that 30 days, I asked for more time off.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because that's a grind, isn't it? You guys really
That's why I'm not there right now.
Yeah. Understandable. So what else are you working on? You have your comic book store still, right?
The store itself is closed. I have a comic book project that's nearing completion. I always have several things going on. I don't know how to not be busy. I'm at my website. I got RVD TV at robvandam.com, which a new show every week. Doing some really cool things with that, making it more accessible to everybody in the near future. I have an action movie I just did called Wrong Side of Town. Don't know when it's coming out, but Batista and Viscera, also Stormy Daniels. Yeah.
Ooh, Stormy Daniels.
Ja Rule and Omarion. A lot of people contributed. It really came out, you know, like a much bigger budget project than it was. And of course, I'm kicking ass through the whole thing. We're actually supposed to be shooting the sequel sometime before Christmas if we can squeeze it in. Yeah. Project that I'm not really talking about yet, but that I'm most excited about is a reality show that hasn't been picked up by the networks yet, but we're at the stage where we're going to be talking to them involving marijuana. I feel like I could be contributing the most possible way by having an entertaining show on a stage where the world could see, and it changes the hate against marijuana. That's what I'm going to do.
Awesome. It's good to see you again, brother.
Right on, man.
Very cool.
RobVanDam.com.
Right on.
RobVanDam.com.